We've been doing this series, Built on the Rock. We're doing that based in Jesus' parable about two men who each built a house, one on the sand and the other on the rock. At the end of that parable, only one house was left standing, and it was the one that was built on the rock. Jesus told this parable to describe the difference between those who are truly his disciples and those who simply hear his word but don't do anything about it. Well, we want to, from that parable, borrow that in such a way that we are building all of our house on the rock. That is, dedicating every room to God and his service. And today, we are in the master bedroom. In June 2018, my wife, for my birthday, bought me matching canvases. They depict our wedding vows. One has her wedding vows and the other one has mine. And ever since then, they've hung in our bedroom because we are daily reminded then of our vows to each other and the marriage that we're supposed to be building every day. A major theme that you see in them is love and respect. The reason for that is because of what Paul said in Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 33. He says this, "However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband." Now, Paul encourages these things, but I really appreciate what Emerson Eggerichs had to say about them in his book, Love and Respect. He says that telling husbands that they need to love their wives meant communicating love in the way that they best can appreciate and understand it. And then wives respecting their husbands, communicating the same kind of love, but in the way that a husband can best appreciate and understand it. We are supposed to be building those things into our marriage. And so I want to just encourage you to spend some time focusing on your marriage today. Samantha, at the beginning of this coronavirus outbreak, in which everyone was supposed to be home a little bit more, wrote a blog in which she was encouraging the couples that follow her photography how to spend time at home and even have a date night by themselves. And so I want to just encourage you today, as we are focusing on the marriage, that you can take some of these ideas and maybe just spend some time together. Maybe it's after the kids go to bed. Maybe the kids have moved out and you can do it just for dinner. But here's what I encourage you. So here's one of her ideas. First, have a pretend cooking show. I mentioned this before in a previous video because I did my pretend cooking show, but I mean the two of you together. Get your hands dirty in the kitchen and enjoy just having some fun on film. Another idea is to just have a game night. Pick your favorite game, a game for two. For Samantha and I, it's Monopoly Deal. We played it last night. And I really encourage you, enjoy some time just playing a game that you both can enjoy. Here's a third idea. Just have a conversation, but if you're struggling to find things to talk about, play a game of Would You Rather. You can look online and find all kinds of prompts of Would You Rather and just get to spend some time talking to each other. Here's another idea. Most restaurants are closed as far as being able to enter in, but what you can do is do a to-go restaurant tasting. Do a progressive dinner in which you go to one place for an appetizer, another place for the entree, another place for dessert. Order it all to go and then enjoy it together. Here's another idea. If you don't want to be that adventurous with your food, just have a picnic at home. Throw a blanket on the living room floor and enjoy a carpet picnic. Here's another idea. You can have a theme night in which you pick a theme, whether it's a particular decade or a particular movie or TV show or camping or a beach bonfire. Pick your theme and then dedicate everything in that date to that theme, whether it be the movie that you watch or the food that you eat. Have a theme night. Here's the last one that I think is probably going to happen around our house tonight is the Blanket Fort Marshmallow War. Build your forts, grab every chair, every blanket that you've got, build your forts, and then have a marshmallow war. And you might just have to eat some marshmallows too. Anyway, today, dedicate every room in your house to God, including the master bedroom, by focusing on your marriage today and making sure that even that is dedicated to God and built on the rock.